Afternoon, everybody. Hi, Judy. Hi, Sharon. Hi, David. Hi, Jan. Hi, Annette. Hi, Lynn. Lots of you tuning in this afternoon. Thank you. Hi, Janice, Lynn, Jackie. Hi, Bridget. Susan. Hi, Jasmine. Josephine. Nice of you all to join me. Hi, Jerry, Benita. You found me then, that's good. Hi, Patricia and Anne. Hi, Edith. Hi, Valerie. Oh, Michelle. Loads of people. How lovely. Thank you for joining me. So I've nicked Mr. Martin's. Yes, David, sorry. I'm not blogging because basically I just don't have time. And I'm sorry, but my blog visits have dropped off so much that something has to give, so it's my blog. So I'm sorry. Hi, Karen. Sheila. Okay, so, yes. I'm taking over Mr. Martin's slot here because I want to share with you the Sentimentally Yours box kit number 4. Now, I know one or two of you have already got this because it released in the shops on Wednesday. That's the 18th. I take one. I don't know, Michaela, sorry. Yes, so it's released on the 18th, but it's launching on Hochanda tomorrow, which is the 22nd, at 6 p.m. in a one-day special. And as part of the one-day special, or within, there's actually an exclusive stamp, which you can't get anywhere else. I can't get it from my website. It won't be on the Sentimentally Yours website. It's just purely exclusive to Hochanda. So I would urge you to actually buy the box kit from Hochanda when it launches tomorrow. It won't be available beforehand, I don't think, because one-day special items generally go on sale when the one-day special launches. So, anyway, let's have a look at this box kit. Now, this one, I actually personally prefer to the previous one, which was like a nautical theme to it. This one is more kind of a celebratory one. It's looking at New Year. It's looking at birthdays. It's also got lots of sentiments on it. So it's good for all time of year, really. So yes, Janice, as I said to you, there's always an exclusive whenever a box kit is actually launched on Hochanda, and you can't get that exclusive anywhere else. So yeah, Hochanda's a good place to be. So here, this is your packaging, and you've got 123 elements to get you crafting tonight. I don't know why it says tonight on it. I don't know, because it could be daytime. It's not exclusive to actually craft at night, is it? So it shows you some of the bits you've got in it. Obviously, you've got your papers, you've got a embossing folder, die, and some stamps, blah, 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 blah. And it shows you get inspiration on the back. So it's a great thing to actually hold it. And it's like getting a gift in the post. So if you've got any crafty mates, it's really nice gift to have. So that's your cover. Obviously, you've got your magazine, and the magazine looks very much like it. And there's our fill on the front. So you can cut out and keep that if you want to. Pop that on a card. So there's lots and lots of inspiration in here. I'm not going to go through the magazine because we'll look at that on the telly, and you need some kind of surprises, and I can't really show you all of the papers because, as you can see, I butchered a lot of them because I've been prepping my demos, but you've got kind of a mix of celebration, but also there's kind of dandelions on there, so that's your theme, really, kind of New Year fireworks kind of stuff, and also dandelions. So that's your magazine. Then these are the really great goodies that you're going to get. A new photograph. No, I think Janice, he likes to look young. So it's a bit like I've got one photograph that I like of me because I don't like photographs of me. So I use that one throughout, and I think that's about 2 years. No, it's not. It's about 18 months old, and I should keep on using that one because none of us wants to look older, do we? So anyway, this is your A4 set. So I'll move it down a little bit so you can actually see. So remember, these are acrylic stamps. They're not photopolymer. They can't be photopolymer because photopolymer can take a little bit more expensive to actually manufacture. So to get the kit down to a reasonable price, you've got acrylic stamps in here. But they are very good quality acrylics. They do stamp beautifully. So fireworks, so you've got fireworks, Happy New Year, all that sort of stuff. Here's some more fireworks. But then you've also got the dandelions. So the dandelions down here, group of dandelions, really pretty. Great for all your Get Better Soon, sympathy cards, birthday cards. You've got dandelions, the little seeds going off here. You've got lots of little embellishment types. You've got a couple of clocks as well, so they're great for your masculine cards. I'm not really sure why the dials aren't on midnight, because surely if you're celebrating Happy New Year you want the dial on midnight. I don't get that. I don't understand that. But anywho, they are really nice clocks to have. And you've also got your numericals down here, so you can do your birthdays, which however age you want, but then you can also put next year's 2021 on there if you want to. So there's lots on here. Anniversary, congratulations, lots of background stamps. It's absolutely full, and it's an A4 set. It's a really, really good set. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, I'll keep this out so we can actually see. You've also got this lovely A6 stamp here as well. Now, Phil did some quite a while back that were rubber stamps that were this kind of style. But obviously this here, there's nothing in here that mentions New Year or Christmas or anything like that. So it is a very celebratory card, as it says on the main sentiment in the centre there. So obviously it can be used for New Year, anniversaries, just if somebody's celebrating, I don't know, passing a driving test or an engagement party or birthday, anything you like. But that's a really nice A6 size background stamp. So those are your stamps. Then, as Karen was saying, there is actually, hi Heather, there's an embossing folder in here, and it's a little, it's roughly 4 inches by 5.5 inches. So that's your front, and there's your deboss side there. So you've also got a gap here, so you can actually just run that through an embossing folder and pop a sentiment in there. And there are sentiments that are actually included in the box kit, in the papers that you can just cut out if you're not a confident stamper. But obviously you can stamp, or you can put a die cut in there, whatever you want to do. So that's a really nice embossing folder. It does work really nicely. And there are inspirations within the magazine that use the embossing folder. You get that. You also get a die set. And I know mine's on here. It's easier if I show you this here, actually. So within the dies, you've got, and they are all separate dies. They're not actually joined. Well, the little tiny seeds and the 2 stars are, but it looks there like they're joined, but they're not. So you've got the word sparkling, and you've got a couple of little tiny stars, and you've got the seed heads, which is obviously meant to be a dandelion, and then you've got 4 little seeds that go off there. So excuse me. So that's a nice little die set there. So you get all of that in the magazine, which is a heck of a lot. I don't know what price it'll be on at, but it's a really, really nice die set. Now, what you also get when you buy from Hochanda is an exclusive rubber background stamp. Now, when Phil showed me these, I know you're looking at a black screen. When he showed me these, I just loved them, absolutely loved them. And there's 3 backgrounds on the show, but 1 is an exclusive. So you can't get the exclusive stamp anywhere other than Hochanda when you buy the box kit tomorrow or Monday. So this is it. This is your Super Starburst. absolutely stunning. Obviously it's bigger, so it's an A6. It is manufactured by Indigo Blue, so it's manufactured in the UK, and it's I've trimmed mine down a little bit because I know what I'm like when I'm stamping, so I've just trimmed it just a little bit, but it comes, you know, cut as an A6, and it's mounted already with the cling on. You just need to probably pull the backing off, and so it will cling. And obviously with rubber stamps you can do a heck of a lot of techniques. It's lovely. I'll show you what it looks like stamped. Don't need that anymore. So this is what it looks like stamped, and I'll show you the other two backgrounds as well. So I've just stamped and embossed it just on the what's it called, Rich Scarlet card, and embossed it in the gold detail, what's it called, oh, pure gold embossing powder. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. So look how beautiful that is. Absolutely stunning background, and this will work really well with something that's coming up later on in the week. I'm just gutted that we're not having this as a regular item, as a regular background. It is absolutely stunning, and obviously the quality of the stamp shows in the fact that you can stamp and emboss it. Really pretty. So that's it, stamped and embossed in gold. But when you use it in your oxides, and this is your crackling campfire and carved pumpkin, look how fabulous that looks. So you just stamp a sentiment on top, so you can pop the Happy New Year sentiment from the box kit on top. You've got a really nice card, or a happy birthday, or any sort of celebration on top. It's absolutely stunning. This is why you need to buy the box kit from Hochanda. I'm sorry if I'm going on about it, but to miss out on being able to get this stamp, I mean, obviously the box kit will be a bit more expensive than you buy it in the shop because you're getting the exclusive stamp in there, I suspect. But I just love this stamp, absolutely love it, and I feel really lucky that I'm demonstrating it because I get the stamp, so I'm very happy about that. So that's the box kit bundle. But there are also two other new background stamp sets on the show which you can buy separately, and they will be available you know, for a while to come. This is one of them, and this one's called Broken Circuitry. Again, nice A6 size on the grey rubber, and this is what this one looks like, stamped and embossed in gold. Really useful, really kind of fine lines on it again, so this is going to be great stamped and pop some other things on top. This is again stamped out with your oxides, and this is chipped sapphire and brushed corduroy together. Great for a mail card. Just absolutely stunning. Obviously this is going to work with the box kit too. So yeah, so be sure to get that one. And then the other one is your distressed code, and yeah, lots and lots of dots, a little bit grungy. Again, you've got your grey rubber stamp, and this is what it looks like, stamped and embossed. Again, great for mail cards. And this is again with your chipped sapphire and your brushed corduroy oxide. So there's all the kind of stamps that are on the show. There's one other new thing that we're launching on the show, and these are new pearls. These are only available from Hochanda or from Honeypot Crafts. I can't get them. I begged him and begged him and begged him, but he won't let me have any. Let's just pour some out in the lid so you can see them properly. And I didn't think they were going to. I thought they were going to stop doing the 3mm because they're so tiny. But obviously I think one or two of you, when you've been asked, have been asked whether you want the 3mm, and you've said yes. And so each pot has 3mm, 5mm and 8mm in it. Let's just see if I can grab a... So there's your 8 of your, what's it called? Aqua spray. And then I think one of those got in there. And then you've got one of your porcelain white. And then this one is your lovely colour, plum pudding. Now these are going to go brilliant. I mean, obviously white's useful anyway, but these are going to go brilliantly with your box kit. And you know what these pearls are like, they don't actually hang around that long once we've got them. So one of the here's a bit of the paper, one of the papers. So, and here, so see, that's going to go really well with that. Here's one of the papers that's going to go, no room, well with that, or that one's going to go well with there. So obviously the white's going to go well with everything. Here's another one of these ones here. So you can see that with the box kit, these are going to go really well. That's all right, David, no problem. So that's all your new stuff. Lots of newness. So this is the 1 day special launches at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I've got a busy week this week. I'm also on tomorrow with a company called Fairy Hugs from the US. So that's at 3 p.m. and then I've got 6 p.m. launch with the 1 day special, 7 p.m. with Fairy Hugs, and 8 p.m. with the 1 day special. I was saying earlier that I think it's been 7 or 8 years since I've been done 3 hours back to back on TV, and I was a lot younger when I did it 7 or 8 years ago. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be a bit tired by the end of this week. Oh, sorry, not that. So let's make something, shall we? I have prepped a little demo. Don't know how far we get, but we'll see how we go. I don't think I'm going to be doing much else today, actually. Let's see, don't use that. So I only got my new background stamps yesterday, so we'll see if we can incorporate some of these on here. Okay, so I thought we'd do a shutter card. I did a shutter card when I did Trudy's Christmas collection, and I do quite like doing them, but they do take a while to kind of stick everything down. So it's not really a good thing to demonstrate on the telly. So this is the shutter, and I've done this one slightly different, slightly bigger to the one that I did with Trudy. So this is where you take a screenshot, but don't worry, I'm gonna this video will be available. So I'm just reading Karen's comments. Hi, Lozzie. Yeah, so this video it's going to be available on my Facebook page in the video section forever, and I always upload them to YouTube as well, so they're around, so don't worry about this. In fact, I had to look at another video I did to grab a screenshot of what I'd done here. So what I've done is and this is the pure white card from Sentimentally Yours. I like this card to do any sort of scoring and folding, any kinetic cards, because it doesn't split. Some cards split when you score them, which is a little bit annoying. But the pure white from Sentimentally Yours doesn't. So any of the colours from Sentimentally Yours will be absolutely fine. Not sure about the Silky Smooth for the alcohol markers, but you wouldn't want to create a card bank with one of those anyway. They're for your colouring in. So you trim an A4 piece of card to 18 centimetres wide. So it's the full length, but it's 18 centimetres wide. Now if I grab my hoagie, on the centimetre side, what you'll find is if you pop it on here, it's a little bit shy of 30 centimetres. So you just move it ever so slightly, so you've got like an equal gap here and here, yeah? And then you score at 5, 10, 20 and 25, okay? That's okay. Then you turn it, and what I've done is I've used my woodware trimmer, and I've trimmed from the first score line to the last 6 centimetres in, and score line to there 6 centimetres in, and that means that all these are 6 centimetres wide, okay? And then you just do your mountain and valley folds, and then you end up with your shutter, okay? That's it. Then you get the fun of decorating it. So, for my pieces, these are the measurements for my pieces. Like I say, you can take a screen grab if you want to. So, for my side pieces, my card is, and this is the Deep Plum card, I've taken 17.5 centimetres by 4.2 wide. So, I've got 2 of those. And then for my paper piece, I've got 17 centimetres by 3.7. So, I've got 2 of those. And remember, when you're sticking these down, to have your 12 pointing up, because they seem to have done all of these papers with the 12 pointing the same way. They're not random, they're all the same way, so just bear that in mind. Then for these pieces here, middle ones, I've got 3 pieces of card at, let's move that out of the way, no, that one, and I've taken the same background paper. You can mix up your colour card if you want to. So I've got 3 pieces that are like this, and they are 9.2 by 5.5, and then my paper pieces are 8.7 by 5. And again, make sure, I'm sure I'm going to do one of these wrong, make sure your 12s are facing up, okay? And I have from my middle one, because I thought we'd do some stamping on the middle one, because you decide how much stamping you want to do, really. Obviously, if you do more stamping, it's going to take a while, but this one's going to have a sentiment on it or something. So that one I've done plain, and then this one's going to have paper on it, okay? And then we've got these 6 panels here, and these 6 panels are on the card. It's 4.2. There we go, 4.2 by 5.5, and then the paper is 3.7 by 5. And I've taken a different paper for the papers. I've taken this one, which I think is rather nice. And this does go fade into like a blue as well. But so I've taken those. So I don't know how much stamping we're going to do, but we're definitely going to stamp here, and we don't need to stamp on these 2 here. So I think what we'll do is we do a little bit of sticking of the background, and you can talk amongst yourselves while I stick all my card pieces. Should I stick all my card pieces down? No. What I'll do is I'll do these with these on first, because I think it's easier to stick the kind of pairs of pieces together and then stick them on. I think that's easier. Right, let's do a little bit gluing of these. I need to stick one of those with one of these, and then another one of those with that. And I think what we'll do is we'll edge with a bit of oxide as well, if I can find the one I want. Oh, I've got to move everything around just to find an ink pad. I know I want Dusty Concord. I know I want that. And I've got to find, in fact, let's just get a new one out. If I can find my new ones. What have I done with those? Oh, honestly, I drive myself absolutely nuts because I can't find anything. Everything's so full. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to find them one of you. Talk amongst yourselves. Doesn't matter. We haven't done very much, Angie, but if you want to look at what's in the box kit, you do need to look back. It's fine. Fine, Jennifer, you can always look back. Let's try and find my Dusty Concord. There it is, found it, yay! Normal service is resumed. Yeah, box set. The new magazine box kit, Lynn. You'll have to just watch the first part back so you can see all about it, and all the exclusive stamp that's only available through Hochanda. So, and the new pearls and the new background stamps. You need to set a reminder so that you'll know whenever I go live. You can do that. Don't ask me how, but I know you can. Right, so let's get a little bit of Dusty Concord around, because I think that's going to look quite nice. Yeah, only a little bit. Let's make sure we've got a little bit more, and it's quicker to do it this way. This is where I rook the paper up because I'm a little bit heavy-handed. It's only subtle, but it stops you having kind of you know, a stop. You don't have to do this. There's no way I'd do this on air because it takes too long. But given that Phil takes nearly 2 hours to do a Facebook Live, I think I'm all right with you guys taking a little while. And we do it properly. I'll probably forget what I want to do anyway. So the papers aren't coated, because these papers are from the box kit. So that means that... In fact, yes, I know what we'll do. We'll do something else in a minute. Before I stick it down, just so the ink can dry, we'll do something else in a minute. Must try and remember to do it, because I did a live at 11 o'clock as well, and with something else, and I said, oh, I'll just do this, and then I got sidetracked and then forgot to do it altogether. Nothing stays in my brain very well. I've got lists everywhere, lists of what to take with me, lists of what to do in a demo, lists of what I've got to do this week, where I've got to be, all that stuff. Right, before we clean that, let's take this panel here and let's grab that exclusive stamp. Just to tease you. Just saying, you should order it from Chandler, that's what I'm saying. So we'll pop it onto one of Phil's blocks so it fits nicely onto here. It does go onto the smaller block as well, but I don't know what I've done with mine, as per usual. And we're going to stamp this with our Dusty Concord. Sorry about the camera moving, but that's what it does. And remember, this is an oxide, so you're not going to get an absolutely perfect necessarily stamp. So I think that's enough. And we'll give it a mist with water. Okay. Try not to get it on my laptop. And we're just going to, didn't need to ink it all up, did I? Let's have a piece of paper underneath. Should we do a fill? Let's do a fill and put a piece of paper underneath so we don't make a big mess. Or we could put it on a journal page and then not waste it. Doesn't have to go down straight because it's a random background. And the water just makes the, it gives a better stamp, usually. There we go, look at that. Isn't that pretty? You need this stamp in your life. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. It makes me happy. You know, some stamps just make you happy, and that's one of them. Right, let's tidy up. I'm not going to ink around the edges of that just yet because the ink will be wet. I don't want my tissue to get rid of the ink. Let's grab one of these. There. Okie dokie. Let's glue these pieces together. Using some Mr. M's glue. You can see one of the other papers. The papers are double-sided, and there's two of most of them. Just be careful when you, because obviously when you've got the inspiration from the various design team members. There's the design team members from Sentimentally Yours, not me, but Alison and Lozzie, Jennifer, Karen, Phil himself. I'm not sure, is there anybody else that I've missed? They're all in there, but then there's also the magazine design team as well. Joe Rice has got some projects in there, but you know, they use, some of them use the papers, and just be careful if you're changing the paper that you use, because you obviously can make things up in different papers, that you actually, there are two of them that only have one copy in because they've got sentiments on the back, so just be careful of that. So I came a little bit unstuck because I've made up some of the projects to demo, and then I've done some as well. So there's a mix of things that I've got ready to demo. That's one panel. I'm hoping, remind me to make sure that the 12s are pointing up when I come to stick them in my card. At the moment it doesn't matter. And I'm only going to stick them on flat. The version that I did with Trudy's Christmas stamps was 15 centimetres wide on the card, and then I cut at 5 centimetres in from each side. So you can make it in various different sizes, but if you want your panels all to be the same, you just need to remember that you need to be divisible by 3. And this is my last one. Oh, I think, Jackie, there's some problems with Facebook. I don't know. My previous Facebook Live that I did today, it must have stopped about half a dozen times while I was doing it. Although my video was still going, so it's fine on my phone. It was just on my my laptop that I'm kind of looking at your comments from. Okay, so those are they. Let's get those stuck on my card so I don't. Let's see, how do I want it? Do I want to look at it that way, or do I want to look at it that way? That's the question. I think I want to look at it that way. Who knows? It doesn't matter, does it? Right, stop faffing, Julia, and get sticking. I get my glue on all at once. It makes it slightly quicker. Not that I'm necessarily in a rush, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. We'll try and do it in an hour if we can. But we'll see. That'll be our challenge. So Karen was saying that the new plum colour one, this is plum pudding, that is a brand new colour. I don't remember the other colour though. Maybe I didn't get given the other ones before. Might have been before I was working for Phil. Right, so that's going on there. See if I can get it straight. I can't do anything straight for my life. So the 12's going up the right way. Especially when I'm working around the camera. If I've suddenly got loud, it's because I'm over the camera. Okay, that's that one. And then this one, 12, still going up the right way, still remembering. I've only got one more to stick on the right way. That's that one. So it's already shaping up, isn't it? And we've only decorated 4 panels with a bit of card. 12. That's not 12, is it? That's 12. Getting my 6s and my 12s mixed up. Okay. There we go. Oh, it already looks great, doesn't it? Right, okay, so thinking about my the 6 panels that I've got. So let's lay them out in order. Because they were the way I cut them, they were graduated. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Do they go that way up? Yes, they do. They go that way up. And then, see, this is fading to a blue. So then that one, and that one. So I want to keep them in that order because that's the way I cut them. Don't ask me why, but that's what I want to do. So those have already got something on it, but these are a bit plain. So what shall we put on there? That's the question. So this is going to be a Happy New Year card. I don't normally give Happy New Year cards, but this year might be totally different. So I love this one. I think that's a fantastic stamp, that one. Really, really like that one. We could also do, I don't think we'll get all of 21 on there. Let's have a look. Now, when you're using acrylic stamps, the first time you use them, you do need to be quite careful when you peel them away. Not when you take this one off so much, but when you actually, I'll show you one I've not used before. I'm going to use this one in a minute. But can you see, you need to just take it off very, very carefully. In fact, Phil kind of rolls them to get them off, because you don't want to rip them. It's only this first time that you use them that they're like this. The rest of the time they're absolutely fine. And if you find that they stop sticking, because sometimes they do, then you just wash them in warm soapy water, not hot soapy water, but just warm soapy water, and then they'll start to stick again. They'll be absolutely fine. So that one's going to come off there, because this one I'm going to put on my panel here. We're going to have Happy New Year in there, I think, like that on top, and emboss it. So that's going to go on there. So what else shall I use? Let's see. I do want to stamp a clock, I think. Maybe. Do I want to stamp a clock? I don't know. Let's take this one off here. I think I'm going to stamp clocks separately, or I could have clock on there, but we've got clocks on there. I think I'm going to stamp that separately. See, I'm dithering, absolutely dithering. Oh, I was going to look, see whether we could, how much of the new year we could get in. So if this is a new year card, so what we could have, here we go, look, we could have 21 on there for 2021, and then on the previous panel, which is up one, we could have 20. So we have 2021 there, like that. That'll work. Happy with that. Then I think what we'll do is we'll take some of the firework type ones and put those on the other ones. So that's a plan. Got a plan. Let's grab another piece of pure white card first of all and dust it with my anti-static bag. You asleep yet? Yeah, they are really, really good, aren't they? Oh, I love your pussycat. I'll send you later, Karen, a picture of my cat last night. My cat, for the first time ever, sat on my son's lap for 20 minutes. He didn't actually get on my son's lap from his own volition, and my son picked him up. But normally he gets up and runs off, but he actually sat on him for about 20 minutes. And he had to kind of coax him off by stroking him endlessly, and then he got fed up and got off. But Ed doesn't do that at all. So maybe he's growing up. Maybe he's being more friendly. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a friendly cat. Not that he's not unfriendly. He's just shy. He's a really shy cat. Now, what did I do with my acrylic blocks? I know I've got shed loads under here somewhere. What I'll do. It's not one of Phil's, but it's what I can put my hands on. Right, so let's stamp this on here. And we're going for Versamark. So you're absolutely fine using Archivals, Versamark, Distress Oxides with the acrylic stamps. Personally, I don't get on well with the VersaFine Clairs with acrylic stamps. That's my personal opinion. But, you know, you have a go on a scrappy piece of card and work out which inks you want to use. But that's my opinion. Right, so we're going to just stamp that on here. And I did get a piece of paper. There it is. And we're going to pop silver, the pure silver embossing powder on here, because I think silver goes really nicely with purple. So does gold. But we're going to use this one. Do I want another one? I might want another one actually. Let's do two, because I haven't made my mind up as to whether I want one or two. It evolves. So I haven't had time to do kind of practice runs of all these and all my demos, so they just happen. Right, so that's one I go here. So we could cut this out with a die, but we're not going to. We're just going to cut it out by hand, which is always a little bit dodgy. Yeah, so Karen's just confirming that the plum pudding pearls are the only ones that are brand new. But like I say, the what's it, sea spray, the turquoisey ones are new to me. And it's a perfect bundle to go with the papers in the kit, which is really nice. Right, so we need to do a little bit more dusting of anti-static bag. And use these. Finished with that one. So we're going to put our 20 and 21 on here. Anti-static bag. It's a really good habit to get into with your anti-static. I know poor Leonie forgets all the time. But it's just a habit. If you always do it, then it's always going to be right. I think I need a new one of these. I have got a spare in my bag that goes to the studio, but my desk one, so I don't forget one, is getting nearly empty, which isn't bad after 18 months, is it? That one's going there, that one's going there. Right, so I need 2 2s, because I'm going to do 2021. It's a shame we can't kind of... Oh, so it's not stuck. Shame we can't fast forward the new year, really, isn't it? And just get rid of 2020 and just go straight to 2021. And hopefully 2021 will be a better year than this year. That's what we want, really, isn't it? Right, so we want a 2 there. And I'll put my powder on. I have to keep my powder away from my laptop. What am I doing? Where is it? I put that on top. Oh dear. There's no hope. No hope whatsoever for me. There we go. There's my 2. And I need another 2. I'm doing this in about, I don't know, 2 foot of space. I need another 2 on the top of here. There's my 2. There it is. So you see, when that stopped sticking, I just wet the back of it and it was absolutely fine. So 2 there. And I'm putting embossed powder on that. So I'm not sure how quick the papers are going to suck up the embossing ink because they're not coated. So that's why I'm putting my powder on straight away. Because once your powder's on, you can faff around and take your time. But you know, you're not going to have your ink dry out. So that was the first one, wasn't it? So we want a 0 on there. Put your stamps back so you don't lose them. Oh, there we go, that one needs sticking. It's probably got, I'll tell you what it is, it's because of anti-static, and then I put the stamps down on my craft sheet. Oh, look at that, just get down. And it's not sticking. It's my fault. Stick. There we go. So 20 on here. I need to try not to put my sticky fingers anywhere near it now because I've got Versamark on my fingers. So what we'll do is we'll heat set this in a minute. There we go, sticky fingers around the edge. I knew that would happen. And I need a 1 on my other one. And I'm going to lick the back of that before I do anything because I know it's not going to stick. I can feel the anti-static powder on the back. It doesn't taste very nice, actually. You can use a cloth. You don't have to use your finger, your lick. And that's going to go down just there. 22. Oh. 2021. Flip. Let's see. We'll see how that turns out. Might need my paintbrush. Right. Yeah, I think you're right. Everybody's fed up of this year, aren't they? I mean, it's been really busy from a, kind of a craft retail point of view, because obviously people have wanted to do stuff, but it does mean that we're just absolutely exhausted because we haven't had a holiday. I've had 3 days off since March. So yeah, it is very, very exhausting. Right, now it's my heat tool. I need a poke tool. Let's do our clocks first. It's going really overcast here. It's been a lovely morning. Now, you know me, I'm a top girl, so I heat from above. So I can see exactly how quick it's going. I don't mind if it's not super smooth. Embossing, it's fine by me. It's still magic. Yeah, a little bit of a grungy number 1 there. I apologise for that because I dropped the stamp because it got stuck. That's all right. It's a grungy New Year. So we're just going to do a little bit more stamping on these panels, I think. Let's grab fireworks. I think we'll grab this one. I haven't used this one before. And again, I've got to peel it off very carefully. That's not my legs or anything. That is me just getting the stamp off. It's quite a funny noise. Actually, that is what my legs sound like when I'm going downstairs. That's scary, isn't it? Right. There's the lid. Now, where's my actual ink pad? I've got the lid, but not my ink pad. Oh, there it is. It's all right. Panic over. Need my block again. I don't need to have the entire stamp on a block. So let's just anti-static these, and we'll do all these just the same. Kind of variations. In fact, what we'll do is I think put them side by side so we can do a bit of stamping either side. So that's going to be number 1, that's number 2. That's number 3 and that's number 4. There's method in my madness. So let's see, because I think if we put them close together, we can get like a little bit of each one on there. So I'm just reading your comments. Thank you. I'm so pleased that so many of you joined me. I think it's because you're missing our fill, aren't you? You've got me today, and then I will do another one on Tuesday because we've got another 1 day special on Wednesday. So it's a very busy week this week. So this is just going down on here like that. These are your fireworks. It's great paper, I think, this for fireworks. I'm going to actually risk it and do a bit of the powder all at the same time. So we'll find out how quick it dries, won't we? Might regret this, but we'll see. So that one's going to go on there. Okay. What's it? What did I do with that piece of paper? There it is. My number 1 doesn't want to stick anywhere at the moment. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of card and our silver embossing powder. Oh! Something on the floor. That was a pokey tool. It's a good job I've got my slippers on. That would hurt quite a lot. Pretty. Before we set this, we'll do our main panel that's going to have Happy New Year, and then we can set it all and then stick it all on the card. I do quite like doing these shutter cards because, in fact, I've prepped quite a few of the kinetic style cards that are in the box kit. Oh, there's extra stuff that shouldn't be there. That's me being heavy-handed. Because I like, it's nice to have those actually. That's one good thing actually. Another good thing about the box kit is that obviously once you've used the papers, unless you're buying 2 kits, the papers are gone. But obviously you can use lots of Phil's Lovely papers instead, or create your own backgrounds. But you've always got those projects there that you can use, you know, like the shutter cards. I think there is a shutter card in there. I think Joanne's done that sort of style, hasn't she, Karen? I think she's got one of those in there, if I remember rightly. It's slightly different to this one, but I think she has got one in there. So it's nice to go back and think, oh yeah, I want a different style card. Oh, that's going to be big enough. I want a different style card, so I'll use one of those, you know, and just adapt it for the occasion I want to use it for. Now we need to anti-static this because that's got oxide on it and it might not be 100% dry. But that's just beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I know I'm harping on about this particular background stamp, but it's just so lovely. And you know, Phil, why was it this one that you put? I know why you put it in there because it goes with the box kit, but you know, I am gutted that this one's not going to be available separately. But maybe what he might do is actually bring it out in another format. You never know. He might tweak it a little bit, and you know, you might get it, but I don't know. I'm probably talking out of turn here. Tell me off. Right, so this is the Happy New Year, and I really just want the words. I'm not too worried about having the bottom section. And it's fine if it going off the page. That's absolutely fine, no worries. And we're going to have the Happy New Year. We could have the Happy New Year on. Should we put it on a wonk? Yeah, let's go for the wonk. Because if we go for the wonk, it doesn't matter if it's not 100% straight. Wonk's good. I'm probably pressing far harder than I need to. That's what I do. That's me all over. Okay, try not to. Well, I can see where I overstamped that one there actually as well. Let's get rid of that. You can use your fingers to get rid of any excess embossing powder, or paintbrush is good. Paintbrush is really good. Right. Make sure I'm picking up pure silver again. Put that on there. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, people. Get rid of that bit there. Yeah, I'm over inking and over stamping quite a bit actually. Again, you just get to learn about your stamps, the good bits and the bad bits. Sometimes you might want to trim them a little bit more. Just be careful when you do it. Right, let's heat these. Flying all over the place. Yeah, I've really over-inked that one. Over-pressed it. You can, of course, use them in your stamping press. That's better. Doesn't matter so much because of the nature of these. Here's my excuse. Because they're fireworks go all over the place. So it's a good excuse with your stamping if that goes all over the place. Those, move those all together. I want to find my Happy New Year again. It's gone all over the place. Here we go. Happy New Year. Okay, that's all my stamping and embossing done. We'll just give that chance to dry, and then we'll in fact that's probably dry now. Let's just get my dusty concord and just add a little bit around the edges. I'm not going to go for loads around the edge of this one, just a little bit. Just to finish that panel off. I mean, you don't have to use, again, you don't have to use papers on any of the panels. You can just use card and decorate the card, because there's plenty of stamps for you to decorate it with. In fact, if that was slightly bigger, so you could get the whole of the stamp in. See, that's maybe Dusty Concord's a bit dark for that, but that would make a nice card on its own, actually. Really nice. Okay, let's get some sticking done. So we need to stick some of these to our, make some room, our background pieces. So that one's going on there. And we've got our 6 pieces that are going here. So we've got, that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4, 5, 6. Right, let's do a bit of gluing going on again now. What list is getting longer, Lozzie? What did I miss? Stick glue on the back of all these. So this one's got numbers on the back, this paper, which is quite a nice background too. There's something in there for, you know, girls and boys, you know, let's say all occasions. It's I really like this box kit. As soon as Phil sent me the kind of like the cover image and the stamps that were going in it, as in pictures he sent me first before I got the kit, I thought, yeah, I really like that. I mean, they've all been really nice, but I really like this one. And I adore this exclusive stamp. Just saying, again. Because I can. Right, let's get this stuck to here. If you can see the paper's kinking a little bit with the wet glue, it will settle down. It will be absolutely fine. And of course, you could use foam tape if you wanted to. But it does settle down. Once the glue's dry, it'll be absolutely fine. Don't forget, this has been embossed as well. So we really point it through its paces. Oh, I forgot to go around the edges. Oh, well, on these bits, we're not going around the edges. There's always something I forget. Always. I even forget when I'm even not live. I just forget. Because I've got a rubbish memory. Absolutely rubbish. The problem is, I think I have to put too much in there, and I just run out of space, you know, in my brain. There's only so much space in my brain. And I think that's getting smaller as I'm getting older. You have to laugh about it, don't you? You do. That's a little bit. Remember, really less is more with your papers and your glue. Oh, somebody's car alarm's going off outside. I'm sure it's nothing sinister. Nobody's looking anyway. Right. Oh, that one's upside down. I need to put it on the right way so I can get it straightish. You could make the same card with the kind of dandelion papers and have the dandelions in the main section, which would be really nice. Have I lost a piece? No, I haven't. Here it is. Right, nearly there. And then we can glue together. So you can see why I can't do this on air. It just takes too long. And it's a shame with this sort of card. It's a shame to kind of rush it. Well, I did do one when we did the Christmas release for Trudy, and I didn't feel it was my best demo because I had to kind of, you know, rush it and stick down while they were going down the counter, and it was just. They're just nice cards. If I'm the right way up, yeah. They're just nice cards to do. this is the point. When you put this panel on with the wording on it, this is where you need to make sure that your clocks are, you've got your card up the right way and all your clocks are the right way. Let's see if we can get this straight. Lined up with the others. Yes, Happy New Year. Liking this. Bit peeved about my stamping on that piece, but we'll just gloss over that. Nobody will be able to tell. It's funny because when you've got samples on the telly, if you mention, it's a bad idea to mention to the director, you know, if you say, don't zoom in on that because my stamping's not very good there. And what do? No, actually, they're very actually at Hochanda, they're very good. They do listen to you, and it's only if they're feeling a bit mischievous. You know, if you've told them off for something that they might do it. It's quite funny. But it's amazing that the cameras do pick up. Sometimes they pick up the faults and sometimes they don't. I don't like, yeah, Chrissy, I don't like the heat gun that Phil uses. That's the woodware one. Because the handle folds up, I've actually pinched my hand in it. And it hurts. If you're looking for a dual speed heat tool, which is like the woodware one, which is perfect for using your twinkling embossing powders. Which way am I going here now? Then I would recommend the Wow dual speed heat tool, not the woodware one, because it's all one piece. It's like the black one I've been using, but it's white and it's dual speed. And I would definitely recommend that one instead of the woodware one. That's my I know Phil, and also it's quieter than the woodware one as well. I just don't like the foldy clippy thing at all, because it hurts. Right, that's going down there. Hopefully I'm going straight with these. And then this is the last one. I think, oh, that one needs to go there, doesn't it? Oh, let's go in there. See, I've got them all mixed up. I've been so careful getting them all in the right order, and then I've got them mixed up. That one's going here, because that's that lighter purple. There we go. Now I've got these here as well, and I thought I might not use these, but we'll cut them out. Yes, definitely. That's what I use. But you're in the States, aren't you? So how do you get... Oh, because there is a different power thing, isn't there, I think? I know that they sell two different types. This is where my cutting out is absolutely rubbish. This is where, also, if your cutting out's rubbish, especially on circles, you either use a die, or then when you've done this, you pop just a little bit of distress ink around the edge. See, I'm wondering if we take these, distress ink around the edge. I might decide not to if my cutting out is absolutely rubbish, which it is. I'm just wondering if we might want to have one up there, maybe. Just bear with me a sec. And cut this one out. It's also gone very dark here. I need new glasses, and it's gone dark as well, so bit of a challenge. Right, that one. Go around the edges on this. Might put one down here. What do we think? Do we think that adds to it or not? I don't know if it does. Or we could put one over my really bad embossing there. No, I don't like that. That's not going to work. I might faff around with this, actually. I don't know if that's going to... Or we could have two, perhaps, on the front. Actually, I quite like that. Let's do that. I'm on it. That's what we're having. Who says you have to have them separate? You don't, do you? Right, so we'll have one there. Remember, don't go over the fold unless you decide not to glue that bit over. Because if this folds out, look, if that folds over there, you can have it overlapping as long as that's the foldy over bit. If it's the foldy in bit, you can't. Does that make sense? Does to me anyway. Right, so we're going to have 2 clocks there, and I think that's where I'm going to stop. So let's see, how does this fold? There we go. That's how it folds. So it's I think it's kind of a DL size. So in inches it is just under 4 inches. So that would go. I think that would go in a DL envelope. Your business envelopes. So still waiting for the glue to dry on the papers. But there you go. What do you think? Think that's all right? Yeah, I've got jelly plates as well. I'm not very good at well, it's not I'm not very good. I'm not very confident about using jelly plates on the telly just yet. I have done, but you know, every time I watch Abs using it, I think, oh, that looks fantastic. I'll have a go at that, and then I forget what he's done, and then I don't have time to practice, because it is about practice, and the more you use things, the better you get, really. But that's a little bit blurry on my screen. Is it all right on yours? Yeah, Tiny Brad would look really nice in the clocks. Yes, it absolutely would. Goodness knows. The only trouble with Brads is that because they're a little bit dimensional, you probably need to put those on with a little bit of foam tape in order to do it. But anyway, so there's your measurements. So if you, like I say, if you want to take a screen grab, you absolutely can. Don't forget, this is available to watch on my Julia Watts Crafts page forever, and that's also go on YouTube tonight. Oh, you're in focus. I'm not in focus. Either that, it's definitely not my glasses. Yeah, so we're launching our one-day special tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the evening. I can't remember who it's with. I think it. No, I'm not even going to say because I can't remember. I know it's Adam at 8 o'clock. I think it might be Janice. Good, Stephanie. I'm really pleased. So, yeah, so join me for that. And don't forget that you can only get the super duper 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 stamp, this one, if you buy the box kit at Hochanda. All right? I don't know what the deal's going to be. As it's a one-day special, so I don't know if it's going to be available. You know, it all depends on the stock, and it's also with a one-day special, it's time dependent, so whatever offers on will expire at 6 p.m. on Monday. So my shows are 6 and 8 tomorrow night with the box kit, and then on Monday it's 8, 12 and 4, providing stocks last. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will be back with another Facebook Live for Sentimentally Yours with the last new release of the year on Tuesday at 11 a.m. it'll be, so a little bit earlier. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on the telly box tomorrow. Bye.